Clearly, we were a little short on employment tonight, as I have 7 roles.
7?
Actually, I have 3 roles. I was paying attention. So, where'd she go? Yannicka it's his evaluation. Yannicka used your methodology in her speech. For me, that is the greatest compliment you can receive from this speech. That not only were people listening, paying attention, they took it in and she used it in her speech. And if we're getting sort of brownie points for speech, boom, that's a ton right there. To implement your methodology is fantastic. That means she understood it and then used it herself. That was great. Got that? Raise your hand if you know Ivo's third point. Yeah? Okay. The reason I say this is because I don't know Ivo's third point unless it was the vertical. Was it vertical one? Okay. And that's probably because I was involved. And maybe it's because I was involved that I wasn't quite sure what it was. I noticed I sort of took some vocabulary words along the way, and one of the words you used several times was confusing. And I thought, it sunk in too much, because I thought, this is confusing. And I know you're saying, this is confusing, so I have these methods to solve the confusion. But I think I heard the word confusing too much, which made me confused. And then I couldn't remember step 3, right? I'm pretty sure it was time, mirror, and I guess the vertical axis. So my point, my tip then is, you mentioned confusing, and I wanted a boom, 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 1, 2, 3, very clear, 3 small words that I can remember after your speech. And in fact, to make it more simple, maybe you could even give us three what was it, mirror time, the MTV, or maybe MTV, that's a good one. Something memorable, 3 letters that then could trigger our memory to help us know what those elements were in your speech. One point I had is you dared to do something different. You called me up. You warned me in advance I'm going to call you up, but you didn't tell me what I was going to do. That's very risky. You're bringing up a foreign element that's not prepared on your speech, and that could go who knows which way. So that was very daring. I thought it worked out just fine, but that was risky, but I think it paid off. So that was worth the risk. Running out of time. I'm very conscious of time these days. I am the timer, if you had not noticed.
Not right now.
I'm going to call it a day. Not right now. I'm fired yet again. So to wrap up, your 3 points, and I know you kept going 1, 2, 3. I want just really clear 1, 2, 3 what they were, because I couldn't remember number 3. Otherwise, loved it, and clearly it worked.